As the co-founder and CEO of G-Risk, I asked him about the significance of Chinese President Xi's visit.
I think the timing also is really important. But this visit, this bilateral visit, actually, according to our analysis, actually was planned for a long time already. I mean, Kim Jong-un visited China for 3 times back in 2018, and President Xi Jinping actually met with DPRK Foreign Minister Ri Yong-ho back in December 2018, and actually discussed the possibility of commemorative activities during the 70th anniversary of diplomatic ties between China and DPRK. So that, to us, was already a little bit of indication that this might happen. But again, timing is everything.
And a lot of people pinning their hopes on this visit. A spokeswoman for South Korea's Moon Jae-in saying she expects Xi's trip to contribute to an early restart of negotiations aimed at achieving complete denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and to establishing lasting peace. That's a lot to ask for. Everyone's trying to do something about this. What can we expect, really?
Well, I think what we can expect reasonably from this visit is a reassured North Korea, because they have been doing a lot of things and making a lot of noise during the past few years. And up until 2018, they weren't really putting a lot of trust and a lot of old partnership upon China. And since the Singapore summits, I think North Korea started to fall back in line and started to treat the relationship with China more seriously, more constructively. So I think from this visit, at least what we can expect is a North Korea that is more assured by China. It's a North Korea that would put more faith toward a process moving forward rather than becoming too left out in the process.
And there's been engagement. Obviously, he's met with the U.S. president a couple of times. Hanoi did not go well, but he's also had engagement with Moon Jae-in, now with Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. It's kind of almost the 6-party talks kind of.
Right.
Are we looking at some point maybe seeing the 6-party talks back underway, do you think?
Well, I don't think we can expect that anytime soon, because a lot of bilateral processes are still playing out. And, with the China-U.S. trade dispute still ongoing and a lot of uncertainty still existing, even with an agreed meeting between Xi and Trump during G20 in Osaka, there's still a lot of uncertainties, and I don't think it's safe to assume that there will be a 6-party talk or more multilateral effort at this stage. There's still going to be a lot of bilateral negotiations.
But again, it does show China has a key role to play in this. Does that help at all in that meeting with Donald Trump in terms of mediating this dispute, this trade dispute between these two countries?
Exactly. That's a great point. I think that's basically the reason for, one of the main reasons for this visit is to establish China as a really important regional player, and also to remind the U.S. that China and the U.S. need to find a new ballast stone, really, in their relationship, because trade, commerce, even technology these days are not to be sort of dependent upon or because of the trade dispute. So these two powers need to find those new issues that they can work on together, be it North Korea or Iran, regional security, climate change. So, we have to find these new common grounds.